Here for the quarterfinal round post-game press conference, the 2024 CUSA Basketball Championships. We're joined by Middle Tennessee coach Rick Insell and by some players, by senior forward Courtney Whitson, junior guard Jayla Gregory, and I'll let y'all introduce any other guests who are up here with us.
What's your name?
We'll take it on. She'll adapt.
All right. We'll let the attending media here in Huntsville have the ability to ask their questions first, and we'll move to our Zoom audience. And Zoom audience, if you'll just type in your questions and also include your name and affiliation. And right now, we'll begin with opening statement from Coach before opening up to questions.
Well, I think the opening statement has to be that we didn't show up the first quarter or the second quarter. And I thought the third quarter and fourth quarter was more like what we've been seeing all year long. I can't explain why we didn't show up because we haven't had that type of a start that I know of. Usually, we're out of the gates pretty quick and up on people, anywhere from 12 to 20 points or more in the first quarter. But today, we just couldn't put the ball in the hole. We had good shots, wide open shots. Courtney had wide open shots. What you saw there late is the Courtney Whitson that has played for me for the last 5 years. What you saw early was not. Jalen had struggled a little bit early too. But the second half, we came back out. I thought all the way through we played good defense. They only had 25 points at halftime. That's pretty good. So that kept us in the game. And then Yuya, and I thought Jada Grantham did a great job. Yuya did a great job. And they battled in there with Big Acinda. And, she's probably the most athletic post player in our conference. And we knew that she was going to draw some fouls. I think the first half she got fouled 11 times. So she had Courtney with 2, had Yu with 2, and I think Nasia with 3. So when that kind of messes your chemistry up. But those other 2 came in and they played hard. And when you play hard, good things are going to happen. And that's what took place.
Greg, Sam down at GoGoRaiders.com. You mentioned Julia in your opening statement providing that spark in the second half. How big in particular was her rebounding and the offensive boards for you guys today?
Well, that's kept us in the game. The rebounding kept us in the game. I think what kept us in the game more than anything was we just hustled and we played hard. We missed shots. We make some bad decisions at times, but we hustle at all times. And so, when you do that, like I said, good things will happen to you, Sam.
Rick, Calvin White on MTSU sidelines. You were 9 for 32 at the half, but you led by 5. How much does your defense have to step up when you were shooting it like you were in the first half?
Well, I can't remember what timeout it was or what media timeout, but basically I let them know going in that third quarter. I said, guys, you lose this game, you're not going to the NCAA tournament. You busted it all year long. You're 26-4, and you lose this game, it's over with. You'll get to play some more, but you won't be playing in the NCAA tournament. And we worked hard to put ourselves in a position that if something happens, we will get an at-large bid. And that's why we started out playing Princeton early in the season. And should have won that game. We're up 16 in that game. But playing that type of competition gets you ready to play these type of games in the tournament.
Courtney, I think you started 0 for 6, 0 for 7 for 3. How do you keep the mentality to keep shooting and know that the law of averages is going to even things out and you're going to start making them?
Credit to my teammates. If I wouldn't have had Jada and Yulia and Jalen, that's what I told other people, stepping in and just give me that, stability, that I could come back and have a better second half, then I wouldn't have been able to do it. So definitely just then we wouldn't be in the ballgame. I can't personally as a leader start out like that, but kudos to the people who did step up. And Coach has been preaching that all week. It's going to come down to the people who don't think that they're going to play, and then when their number is called, they step up. And we can depend on people like Jada and Yulia to do that. So.
Jalen, you were the one that broke the drought, from 3. How big was it just to see one of them finally go in and get some momentum back there before the half?
Yeah, I think it was really big, not only just for myself, but for everyone else. It's just, this is a game of momentum. And so when you got momentum, you've got to run with it. And that was just a play that gave us momentum, not only from the 3-point line, but defensively and then offensively too.
Rick, you talked about Yulia and Jada. When Anastasia picks up those 2 early fouls, how important is it to have 2 other post presences come off the bench?
Not many people have got that, and we do. And, we work hard every day. And I hate to get to preaching, but you guys that are sitting here now, y'all know how hard we work. I mean, these young ladies here, they come in for 2 hours after class and they bust it. We were picked to win the conference, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm upset at our coaches for some of the statements that's been made. And everybody right now tells you, hey, we voted for you for Coach of the Year, and we voted for this one, we voted for that one. That's good to say that. If you have some transparency and you're not afraid to put your vote down, you can bring Clifton in, and I'll tell you who I voted for. I voted for the FIU coach for Coach of the Year. At that time, she had four losses. She ended up with 5. I probably wouldn't have voted for her. But I didn't know that I could vote for myself either. If I'd known that, I'd have voted for myself because I know how hard these guys work. And we lost a 5-year starter in Alexis Whittington. This is supposed to be easy now. 5 years. We lost a kid to the portal that was getting 28 minutes a night. We lost a kid that got drafted in the WNBA draft. Our best freshman, which was a top 50 freshman in the country, by the way, which would have played a big-time part in this with these young ladies this year. We lost her after the first day of practice with a foot injury that she played all last year in high school on, and we had to have her operated on. So there's 4 big-time players this program lost. And then they put the target on your back that you're going to win it all. Well, we should have. We had 4 kids coming back. But let me tell you something. You can ask them. It wasn't easy. I mean, it wasn't like that we set our schedule either. Every single year, the presidents, the ADs, and the people responsible, my senior women's administrators back there, we schedule a top 20, top 15, top 10 schedule every single year, non-conference. So to say it was easy and say we should have done it, that's BS, to be honest with you. These young ladies went out and they did it. They did it because they came and worked every single day. And they won this conference, one of 4 teams in Conference USA history to go undefeated. So I'm proud of them. And I'm proud of what they did. And I can tell you right now, there's a lot of things that you can label it, but you can't label it they should have. Y'all probably didn't want that.
Further questions in the room? How about from the online audience?
Coach, Jonathan House, Sideline Sports Network.
I'll listen to you.
So Coach Matt received that tech during the game, or he received the technical during the game. What?
Hack me off. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah.
We don't need to get a tech.
Okay.
I haven't had, this probably surprised some of you. I haven't had a technical called on me in 20 years. 20 years, I ain't had a technical. Now, you go back them other 28 years, hundreds. But when I come to Middle Tennessee, I have not had a technical foul. That's the first technical foul we've got. Now, you know what Matt's going to tell me when I get back on the bus? It fired us up. I can hear him right now. It fired us up. Did you see what we did when we got that technical foul? Sometimes the technical fires you up and sometimes it beats you. But we were frustrated with some calls. We thought there was some dragging of the foot, some Euro steps. You can Euro step one time, but you can't Euro step twice in one play. And I thought a time or two, one or two of our young ladies could have fouled, could have went either way. And I thought the officiating was pretty good, to be honest with you. All 3 of those officials I know and respect. But we watch film, and these guys watch film on teams that we play. And, we don't teach flopping, and I'm not saying that UTEP teaches it, but we don't ever work on flopping. If we get a foul, we get it usually. Y'all seen she gets her money's worth, so, and Nasia, so. But we don't flop. And we thought maybe there might have been a play or two there that could have went either way. And it didn't go our way, and luckily we were able to fight through it. But now, the officials, they did a good job. I respect all 3 of them, and we've had them all year long. That's kind of what I want when I come to a conference tournament. I don't want to be having those officials that have called in the Big Ten, the SEC, and the ACC. Now, these guys call in all those, but I want officials that's called in Conference USA all year long. That way, we know them and they know us. They know the other teams. So those three were Conference USA officials. And I will say this, I don't have to kiss up to her, but we got the best supervisor in the whole country in Patty. And Patty makes sure that she does as good a job as anybody out there. Anybody else? You got
Further
any-
questions? Coach, you got one in the middle there. It's about to flop. I better let you out of here.
Yeah, you probably didn't want, this is I'm an old man now.
No, the one right here. She's-
We're done.
We're done, yeah, we're done.
All right.